Right. Hello, hello. Good evening. Let's make sure that everything is shown on stream. My second screen is still catching up. Any second now. Maybe I should refresh. Yes, there we are. All right. Everything seems to work. Welcome back to another stream. Today we're going to do a bit more of the GeoGuessr. So last week we were in Gold 1 trying to get to, what's it called again? Master 4, I believe. We were unsuccessful. We are still in Gold 1. So the goal remains the same. We will be doing the same thing again. We are in Gold 1. We'll be playing our 1v1 duels, trying to get a promotion and getting to Master 4. That's the goal for today. There will be 20 matches. Let's see how many we can do. If we, of course, have a big losing streak, we should cut it short. But otherwise, we can keep going and achieve, hopefully, a promotion. So let's see. Let's not waste too much time. But of course, first things first, gotta do a quick warm-up of the flag knowledge. Very quick. And we start with Tajikistan. Okay, so no red, white. That is, I would say yellow. So a little bit of yellow. That's not how you spell it. Bhutan. Okay. Some yellow, some red, and something at the top. Yellow, orangey. I guess. We have the dragon outline, outprint, so it's probably going to be bands and then something at the top, which might be black at the top. Okay, let's see. What could this be? I think like Armenia kind of looks like this, no? Okay, not quite. It's in different order. If this is orange, if this is red, then what is this one? I'm trying to think. It also kind of reminds me of something like Venezuela as such. Kind of like around that region, but the colors don't seem to match. At least I don't think, right? Yeah, also not quite. What could be the top color? Maybe that can help out. So it's not going to be yellow, red, orange, yellow, red. Need something else. I guess we can try a few colors by using the Seychelles. I guess that mostly only gave us blue, because we already had... it's not white. I think white also has a little tip here. I think it's... Yeah, I think it's going to be a black band on the top, which I actually not sure what country that would be. Can we have a quick look at the list? Don't quite remember Timor-Leste. Could be very wrong though. So let's see. What else do we have? What did the... I think Marshall Islands, yeah, completely different. Oh, that's stupid. Oh, it's Germany. I completely forgot about that. Whoops. Let me change a few things. Let me quickly hide that. That was actually very easy. I guess I was too caught up with it being orange instead of actually just yellow. Okay, switch on over. There we go. Let's have a look. Still have to play the daily, so let's quickly go through that one. That also counts as a bit of a warm-up then. Alright, what do we have? This looks like it would be French. Okay, French. So immediately Tunis comes to mind because it's French and a bit of a Arabic language as well. Tunisia. Let's see, can we find anything of the big cities? Any mention? Maybe the trash can has something. Not quite. I guess I'm looking for a directional sign or like a highway sign. Okay, Tunisia flag. I don't think it's gonna mention anything of what place we are in. Nope. Nope. No, Amir. I don't think that is... Yeah, I think Pneu is like tire or something. I don't think that's a place. Yeah, sure doesn't look like it. Let's see. Nothing quite yet. And the directional sign we did find didn't help us out. It was in a language that I don't speak or can read. Anything, maybe this sign on the corner right here. Something maybe, don't see it. Something sus. So that could be, I don't see it, there it is. Could be over here. And we have Kapul or something. Let's see, is it sus suit? So something south. Not quite. Maybe slightly more center. Now let's go there. Let's see. Oops. Get a bit of an issue. Okay, the other side. And the hint was black license plates. Tunisian license plates are black with white text. They are the only African country to have that. I think they also have a bit of a red stripe, no? Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I think that's a .NET website. It's gone, okay. .hr, okay. So Croatia. Anything city related? I see something of a sign. Posega. That's here. And the other one is Latina. I don't see it. But at least we have to be close by, about like 50 kilometers away from this. Okay. Anything related? Maybe like another one of those signs to the center of wherever we are. Could help out. Maybe any of these. No, it's going to be all very small. No, it doesn't look like it. It's all just procedures that they have. Oh, what about this? Slatina. No, that's not quite it. Oh, there it is, Latina. Okay, so either we are in between, because they're both in the same direction, being southwest. Mm-hmm. Gonna go towards that direction for a little bit and see if maybe they split up, or maybe they gives me a highway. But if there's both the same distance. Is this Aussie Yek? Is that maybe place? So I'm thinking either of these sides then. If these two have to be the same distance, then it's not gonna be either. It has to be perfectly in between. I think we're more gonna be like forming a triangle, I think. Oh, nice. Right idea. I just popped it almost on a 5k. Well, it was a 5k actually. Country stickers. Oval stickers bearing the letters HR can be sometimes spotted on Croatian vehicles. Okay, gotta look out for that one. We just saw it on the website. Let's see. European something Mesa. Mm-hmm. The A has a little accent mark on it. Dashed outer lines. Long but close together, so this could be Sweden, Denmark, Zona. Anything? Talke, I think that's a river. Rigas for street. And I feel like it's more gonna be Baltic. Could that be a Latvia reference? Oh, flag. Let's see the P88 such. P89. Yeah. Oh, 73. Wait, what? No, it is the 89. Okay, Kava. Yep, that one. That's here. Then we have the P88 to Linde and Bauska. Bauska, Linde. Yeah, so we should be here. Should be close. Let me see. Should check how we're going to find it. I guess we had a little road marker here, right? Any street information. Okay, it's a crossroad. Oh, yeah, there it is. Livanu Ila. Livanu. I'm looking for the cross sections. A bit more. Okay. Okay, I would have been able to find it in a little bit. Bus stop signs. Latvian bus stop signs feature a bus icon with 5 windows. Distinguish it from the 4-window design used in Lithuania and Estonia. Okay, I guess if you really know the meta and if you were able to find like a bus stop, maybe that can help pinpoint it. I'll try and remember, but I feel like that's a very small thing. So it will be easy to forget. Yield sign, black text. This must be Australia. Come on, keep going. Forward. The B200, B220 to Mildura and Warraknabeal. B200, B200. A lot of A roads, couple B400. B300, so this could be it. I know that a couple of the states in Australia use different systems. A300C, B100. Those are all C roads. That's not what I'm looking for. I guess mostly... Oh, B200. And a B220. B200, B200s. Yep, okay, so that would make sense. And then the crossing with the B220, which would be going to Mildura. Maybe the other way. I mean, I think it has to be here, right? What else could it be? Then that would give us a double, yeah, double sign. We are on that road. And we're looking that way. We're more on the 220 than a 200. We're at like the point, so it should be 5k. Nice. Sailing bollards are white with a vertical red strip towards the top. Doesn't tell me much. I feel like that's what most of them look like. At least most of the Europeans. The European bowlers look like that, to me at least. Okay, Kiosko. Okay, so this has a bit of a black top on the bollards. Let's see, what do we have? Aeroporto, Rio Gallegos. Gallegos. Okay. Could this be the very south of Chile? Is there a stop sign? Yes, Pare. Okay. So the south of America. Is that a... No, that's not a sign. I was hoping that was a sign. Or like the back of a sign. Isla Malvinas. Boy, gonna have to find that. Malvinas, Malvinas. So there has to be somewhere... Somewhere here. Shouldn't be too far off, I don't think. Okay, I'm not getting much of extra names by zooming in. Malvinas. Kinda looks like that, but has a different rotation. I want to make sure it's not like in the north. It has been the south then. Trying to do a quick scan of the shapes. I don't see anything. Let's plop it a bit. Bit of a center guess in the south. Okay, not sure what it was referring to. So we're actually in Argentina. I don't see the outline that we saw on the sign. It's kind of what I based it on, so I was hoping to see something there. What do you have? Argentina chevrons. Argentina is the only South American country that has white chevrons with red arrows. Okay, because that's a bit of a giveaway, something to keep in mind. Okay, not bad. 24k. Yeah, the first 4 rounds were very well. The 5th round is not bad. But of course, if we knew it a bit better. Got 2 5ks. 2 almost 5ks. So pretty good start. Let's hope that we can continue that streak into the 1v1s as well. Let's see what we have. What are we up against? Okay, double yellow middle line. Hit the 4. Little wave. Yellow number plates. Okay. So I'm thinking this could be like the US and Canada based on the road markers. A couple of old cars with yellow plates. American traffic signs. Something in the distance that could possibly help. Intermountain watershed districts. Manitoba. Not sure, but I feel like that would be in this area. No, it could be a Utah. First round, so try to put some pressure on. They're heading towards Canada. Ooh, okay. Good play from them. Let's see, left side of the road. That is tie. Seems like a bit of a highway. Just placed it. Yeah, okay. Placed it slightly more to the up and right because I find that often I get places over here in Thailand. But yeah, it felt pretty rural. See quite some English and a bit of the Hindi script. I think this might be something Musa from Mahar. I'm thinking it might be in this region. I don't see anything that comes to that even looks like what I'm seeing on the sign. What else do we have? What other information do we have? Okay. I was hoping that was information based on a location. Maybe anything. Mirut? I think Mirut is big, no? Thought it was. At least it rings a bell. Like I've seen it a few times, I believe. It might be slightly more south. I don't think it's in Sri Lanka. No, pretty sure it's in India, and I would guess like somewhere here. Where is it? Don't see it. I feel like I've already seen it, like, or I should have seen it a few times already. Double checking Bangladesh just to make sure that I didn't switch up the countries. I don't get it. How did I miss it? I feel like every time it should be easy to spot. I feel like it's one of those big cities that I use to navigate myself a little bit. I feel like I've seen it quite a few times, and now it seems to slip my sight. Yeah, I guess I'll take this one a bit more central. All the way to the north. Okay. Yeah, if I had known that one, if I had remembered where it was, could have been some big points. Steinsbrüt. Okay. Feels German, but not German. And a bit north. So currently I'm feeling like this might be something Denmark, Norway. Let's see what we have. Thomasvaten. Okay. Feel like Denmark, Sweden, maybe? Mm-hmm. Okay, a bunch of snow. Yellow middle line. Okay. Mayavatten. Okay, that does not ring a bell at all. We have the red sticks on the side of the road as indicators. I think I've definitely seen that in Sweden before. Oh, flags. Finland, Sweden, Norway. And then the EU flag. Okay. Limits it to 3 options. I think Sweden is not an option, I guess, with the A. So I guess Norway in that case. Okay, Norway. I have no clue where. I think the Thomas thingy we found is probably just maybe a street or a certain way to go, or like a mountain. Okay, wait, hold up. This could be bigger. Do a bigger road. Björkefjell. That might be... There might be something I can find. Get the opponent locked in. I think it's gonna be too north. I think where I am is pretty good. Bjornstadt, okay, so not quite what I was looking for. Okay, let's see. Somewhat reddish dirt. Definitely feels like Southeast Asia. Yellow middle line, no other lines. I'm hoping to find some piece of language at the very least. This could have something on it. I think that is Vietnamese. It was, okay. And pretty much the same, so no big damage. Didn't feel like it was that close to the cities. It went a bit more rural. I guess we were on the outskirts. Similarly, a white number plate. Anything of a sign. Something logistics. Lewaka? Possible Lewaka logistics. Hold up. Bus on that way, but this. NWU. It has to be South Africa. NWU. Northwest University Vaal Campus Vaal. I'm gonna see if I can find Vaal. What else do you have? I don't see anything up here. Maybe this can have something, but I can't really read it. Trying to be fast, so let's keep going. What else do we have? So we know Vaal. This definitely feels like South Africa. Oh, this could be a lot. ZA, yes. NWU. A lot of street information, but not a lot about city. Sasselburg. 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 I'm also double checking Cape Town itself. Maybe part of it. Trying to quick scan to see if I can find anything. But I should also put some pressure on the opponent, because I think I have the upper hand, given that it is Afrikaans, so I can read most of it. I think it's going to be that big, and if it has a university, it should be close to a big city, I believe. Let's see where they are. Oh, somewhat a similar position. Ooh. Okay, I guess I misremembered the spread of the languages within South Africa. Okay. Yellow back, white front. So this will be the UK. Mm-hmm. And we have parish of Fakenham. Fakenham. Fakenham Academy, Norfolk. Placed somewhat center for now. I don't think it's going to be that big. It's probably going to be quite a bit smaller, but I think it's a bit more central. I wouldn't put it right next to London, I don't think. Because based on the name. But actually, the sign might give me something. Same thing. What about this one? No, what about this one? Also not quite it. Oh, possible not a sign. Fakenham, town center, something, yes, but where are you? That's the question. Fakenham. I'm gonna do a quick scan if I can find it. I don't think it's gonna be something to quickly see. Could it be maybe on this side? I don't think. Oh, Fakenham. Nice. Okay, I was able to find it last second. Hello. Welcome back. That's gonna be some big damage. Yeah, this is in a good position, pretty much even, but let's see if we can do it one more time. One more round of big damage. Secure us the victory. Bit of an orange dirt. That looks like Vietnam. Let's see, put some pressure on. Maybe they can't find any language within a few seconds. Okay, they do. Similar positioning. Okay, multiplier working in their favor. I don't know if that helps with anything, if it's also on a non-stop sign. .br, okay. Brazil. Do we have an abbreviation for anything? I don't see it. Okay. Reduce your speed. Does a truck maybe have something? Something here. I don't know if that's going to be a region though. That might just be like a company or government, something like that. BT. Also not. No. Over here. Let's quickly skip through a bit to see if we can find maybe a baller that has some information. Sul. SUL. I think that's not going to be state info. I think that's going to be info when it comes to the road. The highway. So let's keep looking. First want to find a state. We can pinpoint it a little bit better. Let's see, do you perhaps... Doesn't look like it. Oh, see a sign in distance. What do we have? Not what we're looking for. See anything? I don't see it. I just see the website again. The truck might be blocking the sign. This might be like a little shield that could help us out. Can't quite read it though. Yeah, Brazil, this might not go well. Haven't really found anything to help out. Ooh. Okay. Not sure what they saw. I've been putting some time into Brazil the last week. It's so large and being better able to region guess, it feels like I could have nice benefits. Certainly. We kind of, like my Duels partner and I, had the same idea to do it with most of the big countries, really. So I think the first ones on the chopping block are Russia and the US. But of course, it's going to do quite a bit of studying for that. I had looked at Russia, and I have a map saved somewhere of all the like little what is it, like state info on like the number plates, because I've noticed that quite often, at least from every time I've had Russia so far, that I get somewhere a number plate that is unblurred. One too many times that I'm like, if only I knew right now. So might have a look at that. I was trying to see if there are like grouping or anything, but it doesn't seem to be the case. At least not consistent grouping. Like somewhere at like the south, southwest, there's a bit of like the early numbers, but then it jumps around a bit. Yeah, still gonna have a look, but I think the big one is gonna be able to read Cyrillic. I'm also not that far into it yet. Yeah, don't recognize the language. This might be Turkey. Let's see what we can get. It looks like a Turkish flag to me. Okay, let's see. Something logistics. Müderlühü. So that might be a place. Can we find anything that looks like it? It has to be somewhat close to mountains. I don't see it, so maybe here-ish. Not bad. Okay, now wait for Panama. Okay, interesting choice. You usually give the region on the bins. Okay. We keep that in mind. Caloocan City. I have a feeling that could be Philippines. Caloocan. Was that north? I'm gonna do a quick check based on my gut feeling. Then I can look around and see what else I have. Often if it's just like something city and looks vaguely Southeast Asian, it already feels like it could be the Philippines. Guess maybe in Manila itself. I'll leave it there for now. Let's have a look. Interactive Art Museum. Okay. Art in Love Island, something. Okay, surely if you have a museum like this, something, Development Center, Caloocan City, has to have something, right? A lot of English on the buses. Welcome, gimme. I see a lot of stars. Anything website related? Quezon City, so that's different again. Yeah, not bad. Almost right on the money. Let's see what we have. Okay, instant lock-in. Feels like this could be Australia. Not sure where. I'll take like a Sydney, feeling a bit of a Brisbane. Ooh, all the way Northern Territory. Okay. Very slight damage. I think they're feeling the pressure, so they're doing a bit of a speed running, doing quick guesses. Version, okay, that looks possible Spanish yellow number plate, so this could be Colombia. Let's see. If it is Colombia, then having the taxi would help out quite a bit, because they usually show where they are located. And I think maybe a bus as well, or maybe that's only Ecuador that does that. I don't see it. Campus something. Acierto. Oh, here we go. Colombia. It's not one that I know by heart or at the top of my head where that is located. It's not going to be one of the big 5 cities. Rio. I mean, surely it has to be big enough. If you are on the license plates, I don't think they're going to take like the tiny... Every tiny city is going to have their own. I think it's going to be more like region-ish. I don't see it though. Okay, I'll place it here. I guess I could have been a bit more central. Just to put on some pressure on the opponents. It seemed like they were struggling already, so maybe with some time pressure. Yeah, no guess from them. Close to Medellin. Okay. It's really nice to find a taxi commercial vehicle in Colombia because they have the box. Yeah, I recently learned that as well. So it's just like, if I know like the orange license plates, I try to like look for it. But commercial vehicles, yeah. So yeah, it has taxis, I guess buses as well. And then I'm not sure what falls under commercial vehicles, because I think this was like a trash collector truck. So I guess anything like public service, state owned kind of. Could maybe have it. Okay, left side of the road. Nope, the bollards are yellow stone. PN62 something. Okay. Pretty modern looking cars. We got some water to our east. Vaguely Southeast Asian. Don't know where though. Yeah. Gonna be, well, not bad. Just plopping it in like the middle of the Southeast Asia region. Because that was Indonesia. Okay. Give me like South or Central American vibes for the moment. I guess check the sun. Not getting much, roughly northwest. Oh, hold up. I see something Colombia. I don't think it's gonna be it, but best we have. Okay. So far 2 rounds kind of on guessing. Not really going based on the information that we have, or at least not the information that we can really find. Okay, the 0 road. Tomsk and something. 0 road, 0. Tomsk. Right? Tomsk, yeah. Isn't that right here? There we go. From being lost in Russia so often. Nice, doing well so far. 3 games, 3 wins. It's also gonna look good on the... What are they called again? The streaks? What are those called? Sessions, streaks. For the monthly grind. Yeah, it feels like the US. Okay, yeah, US flag and a possible state flag. We're getting any information of that one. How about the police car? Is that someone getting pulled over? Kentwood. City of Kentwood. It's not gonna tell me much. Could be so many places. Kentwood. Wolverine Park. Okay, I'll leave it here. Michigan. Okay. There's some big damage. There is Kentwood. Okay. Seasons, yeah, I think something like it. I guess seasons could fit, right? Because it's gonna be every month. Can check afterwards. Because we have like the... Not quite the holy poly, because it's not fully punctured through. It's like... But it does go to the bottom. But now we passed the bus. What kind of bus are you? So I'm feeling like a... I was feeling... Over Alp. So that's gonna be France, close to the Alps. I was gonna make my guess and then I can explain it a bit better again. It's gonna be somewhere here. Is maybe like in Austria? No wait, what am I saying? In Switzerland then. It's French. Somewhere there. Yeah, next to it. Originally I was feeling a bit more of a Romania vibe. That's why I was thinking of like the Holy Poly holes, but they weren't like fully punctured through, so I don't think that fits. Oh. Is this Belgium? Looks like it. Okay, give me something. Give me like a tiny ass city. Come on. Bergstraat. God damn it. Because they're definitely Flanders at least. Okay, 5 guess. Somewhat central north. We're gonna be east. We can head, okay. Why do we gotta be so difficult, man? Oh, a Hest. Ooh. Don't fuck me over. Don't be like a different... God damn it. Had to be. Okay, should have followed my gut. Should have stuck with the Antwerp region. The curse of knowledge. Okay, let's see. Dashed outer lines small and close together. At a sign, probably speed. Tension, travesia. Okay, so that could be Spanish, Portuguese. Yes, okay, I'm feeling more of a Portuguese at the moment. I'm not getting much else. I might have something on it. Can't really read it. Alright, let's have a look at the number plates. Okay, that's not the Portuguese number plates. Parque Natural de la Sierra de Espadon. And damn it, it's blurred. What do you have? So yeah, I'm leaning towards Spain on this one. Cali would fit as well. Bit more mountainous. Did that one. Of yes, okay, yeah, so we know that. Pavias, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to find that. That's gonna be somewhat small. What about mountains? I guess there's a bit here in the north as well. Pavias. Okay, what's over here? Yeah, that's small. Way too small to find. Didn't know that this was also mountains. I was thinking south, middle, north. Oh, hold up, reset. So another look. .br, okay, Brazil, nice. Good find. Right next to the water. So what is this? Yes, hello. Villa. I don't... Prefectura de Villa. Okay, yes. But where? Where is that? Which state would this be? Okay, water to the northwest. Could be so much of it. Ooh, all the way there. La Villa, I see it now. Yeah. Unfortunate. I was gonna ask how you knew Belgium so well. Yeah. Just spent a few decades here, so got some insider knowledge. I'm being judged for my insider knowledge. Yeah. Yeah. Just got unfortunate that on the name of a place that is repeated. Let's see. So this is, well, feels like Japan. Those bottom strips I've been trying to learn, or at least I've had a look at the infographic I had a few times. And I always think I finally know it and then go for a region and it doesn't end up being that place. I went for Sapporo now this time, based on the fact that some of the signs were like above the road. And now it's back in the Kyoto region again. Because I feel like the sticker at the bottom should have some info. Like it should be regional, or at least from what I saw it should be. But then they use it all over the country, so maybe that's the basic one and then they have variations on top of it. I have to double check. What is this? .com Elko County, Nevada. Nice. Oh, Nevada, Elko County, Elko. Good enough. Just to put some pressure on. They might not find this if they went the other way. Nice. Some big damage. Putting us into the lead. My Excel packet baru can make me think it could be Malaysia. What do you have? Yalan. It's definitely going into the right direction. No possible Indonesia flag. Something. A lot of things to look at, but not getting anything that stands out. Maybe the other side. Maybe, what about this big sign? I was gonna stay blank. Parakembang. Never sure if it's one of these cities that I've seen or if it's gonna be another one of those words that's just used a lot. Could be like the word for their like state. Something like it. Cup Tasik Malaya. I don't see anything. I feel like this is a couple of the words that I saw. Of course, I saw the Indonesian flag. Make sure it's not gonna be this island. it was just here. Oh, that's actually quite big. I guess I was zoomed out one too many. No, no, I think it was on the screen. Guess I just missed it. Hold up, City of Home something Homestead probably. Palm trees. Feels American, but also not at the same time. City of Homestead. If I had to guess, Florida. Really based on the vibes. Is that a, yeah, it's a US flag. Okay, Pioneer Village. Mahi. Could this be Hawaii? I feel like it looks a little too mainland US to be Hawaii. Oh, for a second I thought that was like a state icon, but it's just damage. FL, yeah, Florida. Homestead, Florida. Homestead. Guess it started in north. I'll place it here for now. Do a quick scan. Homestead, there it is. I think I know. They're looking, I think, close to Miami. Okay, not bad. So they probably saw something Miami related. Just learned the 400 plus kabupatens in Indonesia. Yeah, maybe one day, but I think there's a lot of other knowledge I need to learn first before I start on that crazy quest. Yeah, I feel like that sign could have given me something if I was able to read it. Oh wait, hold up. Go back. First things first, a truck. Red plates. Okay, I'm gonna ignore that for now. Simply because it's probably like a rented vehicle or a commercial one. To Minico. Okay, gonna keep that in mind. Dominico. Like this isn't large. I see like a couple of streets and then it kind of ends and then it becomes a bit of a desert. There is a 1.5 multipliers. That's a bit scary. Definitely see Spanish. The CEP make me think that it could be Brazil, but I don't see any Portuguese. So I don't want to go for it. It does have the blue strip on top though. Okay. So it could be... Oh, and that... Now I see a little bit of Portuguese in there. Okay, so let's assume it is Brazil. Then what do you have? Oops, okay. Wanted to go back to I think I placed a checkpoint, but I guess I overrode it. Where am I gonna find the state abbreviation? Maybe on the street signs, if I'm lucky. I don't think so. See, dry, sun in the south. Sun in the south? Not sure how trustworthy that is. That would mean we're like in this. Okay. I feel like I'm misreading the information again and it's gonna bite me in the ass in a moment, but can't really see that. That says mountains in distance towards the north. Maybe the front of the truck. Okay, truck is gone. Ahead. Street names, yeah, here it is. Or never mind, just teleport me away. Don't see much. Okay, let me go slightly more north. Yeah, they are in Mexico. Okay. Guess I misread the sun. But a win nonetheless, so can't complain. Flamingos, palm trees, parrots, very Florida vibe. Yeah, I was getting that feeling. Felt a bit Australian climate, but then very much felt US. So, and it was also with the palm trees was a bit weird. I feel like if it's palm trees, it's either gonna be like very specific places in like LA or Florida, at least in my mind. That's where those would be. Then we have a tip. So Rua on a street sign gives away that it's Portuguese. I know you figured it out later. Yeah, was unsure. I think I'm not sure if the CEP also is like a giveaway. I don't want to rely on it too much. And of course, with the if I see Sao, that's usually how I can confirm to myself that it's going to be Portuguese. But good to know. I'll try to remember that Rua is also a giveaway. So I got a couple rounds in Brazil from your rounds to practice my Brazil area codes knowledge. Gotten a couple of rounds in Brazil from your rounds. Oh, okay, I see. Like from me playing and then you following along to kind of practice it as well. You see. Yeah, I don't know the, well, Brazilian area codes if I see them. Oh, you mean area codes as in like the phone numbers maybe? Yeah, that I don't know. I know like the abbreviations because the map does help with that one. Yeah, the exact, yeah, okay. I see. Okay, English ads, English on the walls. African. So I'm guessing like could be South Africa, could be more of a Kenya vibe. Left side of the road, I believe. I do feel like I've lost a bit of the knowledge I had about that truck shop. I'll go Kenya now. I feel like it might be like in Namibia. Okay, it was South Africa. I feel like I used to be better at the African countries. Should pick them up again. Something social, Clinica. Oh, will look like a possible flag. Not sure. No, not quite. Alto, okay. something University of. Which university? UCR. Costa Rica, maybe? University of Costa Rica? Don't think I can really get anything. Yeah, UCR again. Just abbreviations. Right. Guess I was right. Welcome guests. Okay, some English. Not sure. Nothing that stands out. Gamma bend, something e-loading. Island swim. Britannia group of islands. I don't know where that is. I think I see a Filipino flag. Okay, nice. Oh, Britannia. Okay, there it is. Did not know that. But I saw a little sigil at the bottom last second. Tukar poin bisa menang. Telur. See a lot of stuff. Pick Malaysia on this one. Yeah, Indonesia. Yeah, gotta be a bit faster. They might be able to get me purely based on speed. Jana Nordwalde, so this has to be Germany. Nordwalde, Amsterdam. I don't know where all this is. Unfortunate loss. They win the Netherlands. Okay, not bad for seasons. Yeah, 1,200. Okay, and we got a 4 out of 6. Currently, we would be able to get the promotion, but still have quite a few matches to go. Also, it's not that early in the week anymore. Okay, sure. Don't see much. Okay, the paint is interesting. I haven't seen that one before. Can't really read that one. Feels like it would be close to the equator, I would say. A lot of yellow and blue. I mean, in my mind, that's a hint for Ukraine, and that's definitely not going to be it. No, double check. For a second, I thought I was a flag. Iglesia ni Cristo. I'm getting island nation vibes. Getting a lot of, quite a bit of English. Okay. Not 100% convinced, but I'll take like a something. Which one would it be? I guess maybe I should go more center. I'll take a Philippines. Kamban Kalan City, okay. They might be able to figure something out. Okay, not bad. Just getting a general feeling for which country it would be. Definitely not a bad guess. Okay, feels like a dam. European license plate. Wooden guardrails. Okay, interesting. Very tall trees. Foresty. Possible pine. It's a gold Nordic. Full white strips, no dashed outer lines. Okay, what's up? Zaki Ustupki. I feel like this is a bit of a Polish. Hotel Kapitan, welcome. Lodek. Can I get a website? .ex? .sec.ex? CX? EX? Either way, that's not what I was looking for. Sec. Feels almost more. I know in was it Romania? Isn't there like a sec around here? Then it doesn't really make sense with the language. Sec. I'm gonna stick with my guess of Poland for the moment. Let's see. Can we get anything? Nothing more. The thing that comes to my CZ. Okay. So that would be Czech Republic. Anything. Lodek. I don't think much of the language we're seeing is places. Because I'll take a bit of a southern guess. Oh, okay, they might be able to pinpoint it. Close to Prague. Try to go for a bit of central and then a bit of the south as well. Yeah, missed it on the first one. I can only imagine what it's like to sometimes just sit there and watch. Especially if it's something like noticeable like a web domain and then missing it. Oh, hold up. So something... Thank you, come again. Okay. It's not gonna help me out. Okay, again feels small. I think it's not gonna be the Philippines, it's gonna be something smaller. Okay. Glad I went to Philippines. I was thinking more of like one of the smaller islands, like Guam and was it the Norfolk Islands or something? Northern something islands. Northern Marina. Okay, it feels Eastern European. Didn't see the... Okay, now I do see the European blue strip. Dashed outer lines. Do we have some language? And a possible web domain that we can ignore. Okay, so not Cyrillic. Step project. Oh, to see the 22. A red 22 shield. E87 as well. Okay. 22. 19. A bit of a spread. See, there's 6, a lot of 60, a lot of 50. 21. 22C. 22 and E87. 81. 87, yeah. E87. 22. 22D. 22A. Any of these really. And then we have Papadag Centru and Tulsia. Tulsia is there. Papadag Centru. Nice. Unfortunately, it wasn't a lot of damage, but still a good find. Oh, Tulsia is the... Right. Romania has cities and then they also are called the provinces. Okay, Municipalidad Distrital de Constitution. So that's not telling me anything. Other than it is Spanish. Just checking, doesn't look like that has any info. Western Union. Nope, that looks like a Peru flag. And of course the tuk-tuk looking motor vehicles. Okay, so Peru. But then which one? Which city are we in? Can you tell us? No, so those are like streets. It's not gonna tell me much. I feel like I'm leaving again. So yeah, Peru. Okay, nice. Good to double check, but Answald. Okay, so that's gonna help the opponent as well if they find it. So let's assume that they do know the country. They might have something on there. Okay, let's assume that they have the country. Let's see if we can maybe figure out where we are. I guess Central is not a bad place to be. I don't really see anything that would give me exactly where we are. Oh, yeah, okay. So it was Constitution, but it is so small. I'll sometimes go back and watch replays on my matches and try to figure out holes in my approach to play. Yeah, I do that as well, but mostly when I record rather than stream, simply to keep it going. I think I've done it a lot in the 2v2s, because then it's a lack of both players, really. And then I also inspect, like, if it's really like a round that seems crazy, that we had like no guess and then the opponent had like almost pinpoint accuracy, we go back and like check their POV to be like, hey, what was wrong? What did they find that we didn't? And often it's just something simple as like, oh, they turned around and saw something on the wall. And it's like, god damn it. We were just too laser focused on like getting away from spawn to quickly check. Is there a way to... Because I know right when you play a match, you can watch the replay and check a few things, but is there a way to save it somehow or like come back to it? Okay, for this one it's Indonesia, that's for sure. I guess we can put a bit of pressure on since it's only the first round. They're gonna do a similar guess. Okay, they switched. A bit of easy damage. Let's try and like speedrun a bit more of the early rounds and get to the multiplier. Okay, I think I see a blue strip on the top of the license plates. Okay, not sure about that one. That one has a very small license plate. That one has blue at the bottom. Okay, I'm seeing a mixed bag here. Veracruz, taxi, Region Veracruz, VB. Okay. Veracruz. It does ring a bell, but I'm afraid it's another one of those places that's like all over South America. Yeah, I see Telmex and I thought Veracruz was a oh, okay. Stupid. Didn't realize there was also a city. I just placed it in the province, hoping to get a bit of pressure on. Okay, that was easy to get a few more points on that one. Okay, I think I see a little bit of green on there. Yeah, a bit of green. That looks like a Filipino flag. It's being held by that little mascot. Let's double check. Oh. Peso Juan, yeah, okay. Take a bit of central with a Cebu. Yeah, north. Not bad. See all games during a session. Okay, that's interesting. Gotta save that to remember it. This feels like possible UK. Give me a language that is French. Okay. French. I guess a bit central-ish. I don't think it's north-north. Exactly, it's not north-north, it's actually south. Okay, didn't feel like it. I was also thinking roughly this area would fit. Get a triple, like a double yellow, one white dashed middle line. Which is that South Africa? There's a country that has it. Which one is it? It's not South Africa, that's for sure. Okay, so the 9 with a shield and chewy. 9 with a shield. 9 with a shield. Have a quick look. Checking my gut feeling that it will be Argentina. Where is it? Where is it? And just keeps on going across the whole country. But I guess it ends here. Okay, didn't quite find it yet. Santa Teresa as a beach. Oh wait, hold up. This is going to be a lot more useful. Roca, Santa Teresa. Santa Teresa is going to be something beach, right? That icon. I don't know where could it really be. Across, like, close to the 9. Could be here. That's not bad. I think it's gonna be... maybe this, but it's gonna be quite small and unfortunate. So I think... Kuna... But actually I can probably... Panama River... Okay, what about... There's something here, right? About a lake. Let's check the lakes then. Check the lakes around the 9. If I can figure out where the 9 is again. So not that one. Doesn't look like it would be that one. Nope. That one doesn't even have a name. Okay. $999. Maybe these. Nope. Rio Grande. No, not even close to what we're looking for. Okay. I'm not sure it could even be in the wrong country altogether. But I'll log this in. Okay. Wrong country, which makes sense why I couldn't find it. Uruguay, but not too bad. Not too far off, at least, on a global scale. Okay, yellow number plate, another yellow number plate. So this could be Colombia. Come on, give me something. Party, okay. It also fits on a bigger road now. We got. Just gonna make sure that's not it. Zoologico. That's a possible taxi. And they blurred it. Not the roof. Middle in it is. Nice, big damage. Nice win. Okay, 6 out of 8, not bad, not bad. Also doing pretty well for our... Forgot it again, it's seasons. Season, right. Auto gas. BP. That is a Greek flag. Got somewhat central-ish. Okay, it was north. I often guess between Athens and Thessaloniki, but didn't really feel that north. Yes, it was. This could be France again. Rue du Petit, yeah, okay. French. Something... something... Oh, detour, probably. Yeah, looks like detours. Gotta put it somewhere. Okay, not bad. Okay. Italy. I feel like they're going very fast. I had a similar opponent earlier today. Kind of speeding through. Maybe they're like trying to do what I sometimes do. Just speed run the first round and then see where you go from there. I think I saw... Indonesia. Yeah, okay. I think I saw the RP, the currency on a sign. No, no damage on that one. Okay, that was a very specific spot. Manado, okay. I'll try and remember that if I see it again. Okay, Japan. Got the black and yellow stripes again. Okay, I'm not gonna get much out of this. Somewhat mountainous central. That would fit. Okay. Bit of a south. Let's see. I think that's a yellow lines. Yellow outlines, yellow inner line. Interesting. I'm not getting anything from car. Looks like white plates. Somewhat short. Bit of lakes, bit of water. Let's see west. American signage, okay. The R9. R9. Mm-hmm. Hold up. Cordon Arauco. Okay, can we read all of it? R9. Could this be... No, doesn't really look like it would be Mexico for this one. Body, okay. Let's have a look. R9. I think it's going to be a bit of a smaller one. Okay, Bolivia uses shields. I think Peru, slightly different shields. There are also shields. Paraguay is in, but slightly newer. Yeah, it's not going to be these four. Well, I didn't see the blue strip at the top for the license plate, so I don't think it's going to be there, but maybe I should double check. I got an unblurred license plate. Can't really tell what it says though. Oh, okay, I'd hope that says something on the actual truck itself. Come on. 1.5 times damage and no clue yet. Shit, didn't... Fuck. Okay, didn't guess. It was gonna be big. I was hoping to quickly read the sign. Bahnhofstraße, okay, Ostheim. Is that in Austria? Could be in Austria, could be Germany. Of course, I'm playing against the Germans, so that's not gonna help. Ostheim. I think this is Germany. Yep, .de. Ostheim. Definitely sounds familiar. If I had to guess, I'm thinking we're in this area right now. What was it again? Ostheim and something else. That's just the streets. That's not giving me much. Badensheim. I feel like I've been here before on GeoGuessr, and then it was slightly more north than I thought it was. Could that be... No, I gotta take a bit of a risk, I guess. This also seems a bit similar. I guess I'll take a bit more towards this. Bit of a spread. Oh, what do they have? Frankfurt, okay. I don't think I'm too far. Okay, but they might be able to pinpoint a bit better, yeah. That's okay. Not too bad. Still don't see Osheim on the street though. On the map. Maybe it was something else. Okay, this feels like the other side of the world, bit of a America again. Loggy trial miles, okay. 1.5 miles. Cornelius Pass. Oh, what was it? The 30... Portland, hold up. St. Helens and Portland. Portland. Am I... No, wait. Portland is the other side. What am I... Here it is. Portland, 15, St. Helens, Scappoose. Let's see. South, East, Scappoose, Portland, 30 in between. That shouldn't be too bad. Memphis, okay, so they're a bit more central. What is the multiplier? I think we're a few rounds in, so this might be 2.5 damage. Yep, that is enough. All right, not bad. That American had you tripped up? Yeah, like all the way in the south of... Was it even still Chile? It might have been Argentina at that point. Yeah, I was going through my list of like the information I have, but I couldn't really find anything. Random facts: Mount St. Helens or Helens is an active volcano that had a large eruption in 1980. And then which state is that? Because we had Portland, which is Oregon, but it was also close to Washington. And can I find that on the GeoGuessr map? Because then that might be also a good... South of Washington. Okay, so it was just across the border, yeah. Might be a good reference point. Right, I'm gonna take a quick toilet break. Be right back. All right. We never looked for it on the map though. Let's have a look. If we're in America again, I'll have a quick look. Good to know. South. Oh, there we go. This could be the US. Have a quick look. Didn't quite see it yet. Ooh, wait, actually I think this one stands out. This one is in... Is that a Canadian thing? Might be a Quebec thing, right? I feel like that's something I should know. Only there, okay. Something kilograms, yeah, okay. I'm feeling this could be Canada. If it is Canada, where are we? I feel like it's very suburban. I'm not gonna get much. Oops, too zoomed in. Guess maybe a Winnipeg. I feel like this might be a better guess. Oh, not bad. Some decent damage. It was Saskatchewan. Oh, I think I saw it on the map last second. Okay, Kleine Wolventuin. This is the Netherlands. Where? Can you give me... Camping the Wolventon. Not enough. Vechtstal, Overijssel, shit. Overijssel. Where is that again? I was gonna say south. Okay. I don't see it though. That's the camping. Okay. Don't think I would have been able to find it then. So I do think it's on the map. If you look. There you go. Mount St. Helen volcano. Keep it in the noggin. Gotta remember it. Let me also zoom out. Okay, so far, gut feeling a possible Mexico. Don't have a lot of information, but it'll Mex, yeah. Slightly more north. Oh, something Altos. Let's see if they know. Okay, possible Panama. Okay, good damage, good damage. You got these plans, but oh wait, hold up. What is this? Little yellow bollard. G15. What country is this? Faded yellow lines. I guess white outer lines. And then the Yellowstone. Is that? Bohol. Okay. Bohol. That's right here. If I didn't have English based on purely on the Yellowstone, I would not have gone the Philippines. I don't know, maybe that's also like a regional thing. Because I think earlier today we had some different stones. Something Sarang province? Anything else? Let's check. Come on, I see some political poster. No, I think that's the Philippines again. That's not Indonesia. Team Sumbo. Okay. What does that say? Matupaten. Something province. Sarangan something. Could be just the outskirts of Manila. No. We'll take it. I didn't see it on the map. Let's see if they know. Just don't be the It'll be Indonesia. Ooh, okay, all the way in the south. Quite some damage on that one. I don't see it. I see a road. That's about all I have. Okay, get me on the big road. I guess this way. Estación Carretera Cortada. Okay, Spanish. This could be Spain. European signage, so that does track. Quite bad weather. Not much information and just some mountains. Nothing close by. I think MA Malaga. Okay, that should be able to help me. MA5 or something. Oh, I'll just take Malaga. Oh damn it, they find it as well. Let's see if they know. No, they keep going. Okay, Mexico, so this could be big. Nice. Good damage. Not a win. Let's see, let's try and get 2 more. Then we might be able to complete our set. Okay, this feels like a possible Chile. Maybe Peru. Okay. Oh, here's some signs. And something Rio Chaco Chico. Quite blurry, so that doesn't really help too much. Sucre. Okay, a bit of a leap. Nice. Oh, Chaco. Yeah, okay. I just saw Sucre and just completely went for it. But that we have that in the bag as well, that information. Okay, this looks... Okay, German mountains like this, I would say Switzerland, but I don't have the low car and I have the blue, so this might be a Austria instead. Something white. White Sea. White Sea. White Sea? Not that one. White Lake? No. Okay, also has quite a few of these. That's not gonna make it easy. Grüß Gott. Okay, let's see what else we have. The 168 road. Be a small one. Interesting that they have the blue strip and not the red, because this definitely feels like I would definitely see this in Switzerland. Like, at least it looks like where I was when I visited. I see the Austrian flag. It has to be Austria. It's around Innsbruck, maybe. Don't really see. Okay, I was over here. Yeah, okay. So the lake would not have helped. Okay, American, possible American. Could of course be Canada as well. I had something rich. Napa? Napa. Is that not... Is that not Nevada? Thought it was. Hmm. Task. Ooh, nice. Good little find at the end. The Sask energy for Saskatchewan. Napa is just an auto parts chain. Yeah, but what am I thinking of? I feel like there's also... Isn't there like a big city, Napa? Or maybe something at Napa Valley? Maybe. Let me quickly have a look. Can I Google it somehow? Let me have a quick search. What am I thinking of? Napa. I was gonna guess Nevada. Okay, hold up. The browser set to Yahoo for some reason. Yeah, just auto parts. Don't see anything else. No, okay, I don't know where I got it from. Napa Valley in California, vineyards. Maybe, could be. Okay, I'll try to remember that, to not remember that, to just get it out of the system for that one. Okay, this gives me a Peru, Bolivia. I don't know if it's actually a hint, but I feel like a lot of these cards have like the red and white, and I link that to Peru because of the Peruvian flag. But I think I mostly just got lucky that it did end up being Peru. I don't know if that's a meta. Let's see. Anything for the region? I don't see much. A lot of words, none that I'm looking for. No, okay. Thought I was a sigil for a second. Panama, something Sol. That's probably going to be the Panama Street. Panama has green license plates, I believe, so that does not track. Okay, I don't see anything on those posters as well either. What do we have? What do we have? Punto de Pago. BCP Banco the... What kind of banco? Banco de la Nación? Yes, but what nation? National Bank of BCP. Cobranza? Centro de Cobranza. No. I'm guessing this might be Bolivia then. It's giving me that vibe, and BCP, Banco, no wait. Banco, okay, not sure. Can I find anything? Vive, information, yeah, that's not gonna, it's not much. Okay, R, that might be like a currency. Okay, I'll take like a La Paz El Alto. That's in between Peru, Bolivia, okay. 1K, so it was Peru. Okay, okay. What do we have? Feels Eastern European. Got a bit of an A-frame for the electrical poles. Okay, a bit of an A-frame, not much else. Dashed outer lines. Feels like a small town. Got some mountains in the distance. Pretty much all around, because it's like north, northeast. Little bit of yellow blue. Not a lot, so I wouldn't say that it's gonna be Ukraine. Also wouldn't say that it's not Ukraine. Can't really tell what it is. I guess... feel like I didn't really get much information from license plates. Should not have switched. Should not have switched. I was thinking like I didn't really get the blue strip from Kazakhstan. That would have been quite close. I got a bit of a dirt road going on. I'm trying to see if I can find some electrical boxes. I don't see any of them. Oh, hold up, hold up, hold up. That had one. Or I guess not. This one. So it's stuck behind. I'm not gonna be able to see. I think Indonesia has like the state acronym on it, right? The indication. Could be many places. I'm not sure. Malaysia for like a central spread. I think it's more gonna be in north. Yeah, Thailand. Okay. Okay, taking a bit of damage. Yellow middle line. Not getting much. Let's see. Can I speed run a bit? No, I think I see something in the distance. I have a sign. Friedenbury. Is there hazy? What language is this? I want to say English, but Mr. Hazy doesn't seem French. What's that? Some sort of tree? Ton. Okay, I think that is a French-like language. Okay, strange. Oh. Hold up, does that mean... Are we just in Quebec, is that it? Might be the case. Because it feels a bit American and then a French-based language. Okay. Hold shift. Set a checkpoint. Return to checkpoint C. Ah, fuck. Okay. Then I missed the opportunity to go back. I set a checkpoint, but didn't know how to return to it. Can we get to the sign again? It was Esterbury and something. Esther Hazy. Do a quick scan. I don't think it's gonna be too north. Where would it fit? I think this kind of fits. Let's see. Oh, they're very zoomed in. Lining it up with the orientation. Oh, wow. Breedenbury. Okay. Calling it tons is metric. In US, we would put ton. Okay. Okay. But then that kind of threw me off. That made me think it was something French. No? Okay. I was right about Canada, of course, at least. That's something. That's a good begin. How was that? It's not bad. 1,500. Pretty good. Pretty good start of a set. So this one might stick around. This bottom one is definitely getting out. Yeah. 5 out of 6. That's not bad. Not a bad start. Also puts us quite high at the moment. We still have a few days to go before this week is over. Got 8 more rounds to play. I can get a few more wins in. You know that they mastered the rankings Elobasius? Yes! I found out the hard way like 2 weeks ago. Because we played 2v2s in the weekend. On like, I think on a Sunday. And then we found out, I was like, ah shit. So we couldn't make enough progress, and then we were demoted again to gold. So I'm not gonna make this same mistake again. So I'm gonna definitely start playing earlier in the week a bit to get a rating up, to get a few points up at least, so we can, well, I guess rating, so we can secure a bit of a neutral spot to begin with. Because we also started out like at the bottom, and then we weren't able to really get out of it. We're doing pretty well so far. I can wait a few days. I think I can definitely play on Sunday. So then before the week is over and everything resets, maybe on Saturday, but that's not a promise. Can't really predict what I'm gonna do. But okay, So, bit of an overview. Let's see. So, played 12 matches, got 9 out of 12 as wins. So, pretty good. Got a few streaks, got a few seasons entries, like a few sets. So, got a few points there as well. Slowly working our way up to a better trophy. Then we can continue with 8 more matches later in the week, and then we should be able to secure our promotion. Currently, we are in the 2nd position with a pretty good lead. Number 1 and number 3 already played a ton more matches than we did, and their score is below the estimation that we're going for. So that's not bad. Doing pretty well. Now we can continue and see from there. Yeah. Hopefully we can get to Master, and then we can really try and figure out the ELO-based system and see how to play with it. Yep. To everybody stopping by the stream, thank you for stopping by. Everybody in chat, thank you for chatting, and I'll see you guys around. Have a good night. Bye-bye.